Hi, I am Ashok. So in today's class, we are going to cover the topic partnership. So the topic is going to be very simple, but remember, it's a continuation of the topic ratio and proportions. So if you haven't watched the topic, first have a look at there, then come back to partnership. So what we are going to do is, in the first few minutes, we are going to discuss about what is partnership and how to solve the problems. Once we are done with the basic intro part, we are going to move on to solve few problems. See, so I'm going to cover each and every model, so you no need to worry about anything here. So without further delay, let's get started. So first of all, what is meant by partnership? Let us take that me and my friend started a business, and obviously you are going to get some profits afterwards. How you are going to divide the profit among all the people in the business? That is simple meaning of partnership. Now let us think like this. A, B, C are three people. They started a business by investing 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. Let us take that after doing the business for 1 year, they got a profit of 6,000. Now, my question is, do you think you are going to divide the profit equally between all the partners? Obviously, no. Why? Because as you can see, C is investing more. So that's common sense. Whomever is investing more, we are going to give him more profit, right? So obviously, we know that we have to give more profit to C. That's why, remember, when the time period is constant, like all of them are there in the business for the same amount of time, we are going to give the profit according to their investment. For example, who is investing more here? Find out the ratio of their investments. You are going to get 1 is to 2 is to 3. How you are going to find out ratio? Simply cancel the HCF, or if I want to make it in a simple words, cancel all the common tables. You will get your ratio. So divide this 6,000 in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3. So how you are going to divide? See, in our case, 1 unit to A, 2 units to B, and 3 units to C. Total, you are giving 6 units in your problem, but in the original problem, profit is 6,000. So 1 unit value is equal to how much? Just do the cross multiplication. 1 unit value is going to be 1,000. So you have to give 1 unit, 1,000 to A, 2,000 to B, and 3,000 to C. That's how you are going to divide the profit. Remember, when the time is constant, you are going to give the profit according to their investments. Okay, now let us take one more example. So what I'm going to do is I will add few more slides so that it will be easy for you to see what's actually happening there. I'll add some blank slides here. Now let us take one more example. We are having three friends, A, B, C. All of them started the business by investing 10K, 10K, and 10K. Now what happened there is, after being in the business for 6 months, A left the business. After being in the business for 8 months, B left the business. But C is there till the end of year. Now my question is, are you going to divide the profit equally between all the three? Obviously not. Why? Because if you got the loss after 6 months, who is going to bear the loss? Only B and C. What if you got the loss after 8 months? Only C is going to bear the loss. That means that even though the investments are same, C is taking more risk, obviously. That's why what I want to say here is, even though the investments are constant, if the time periods are different, give the profits in the ratio of their time periods. Like what is the ratio here? 2 is to 4 is to, and here 6. Or you can say, sorry, this is 3. 3 is to 4 is to 6. In that ratio, you have to divide your profits. Simple thing. If the time is constant, divide according to investments. If the investment is constant, divide according to time period. In the previous case, time is same, that's why investment ratio. Here, investment is same, that's why time period ratio. Now let us take one more example where people are going to have different investments and different time periods. A, B, C. Now let us take that A, B, C. All of them are investing different amounts and they are in the business for different time periods. That means that A is there in the business till the end of the year, B left after 8 months, C left after 6 months. Now how you are going to divide the profit? Don't worry, we are going to solve the real world problems. I just want to give you an idea how you are dividing the profits here. Now, when the investment and time period, both of them are changing, give the profit according to the product of the investment and time period. Like how much they are investing, how long they are investing. Calculate that value and give the profit accordingly. For example, A is investing 10K for 12 months. So 10K he is investing for 12 months. B is investing 20K for 8 months. And C is investing 15K for 6 months, like that. Now find out this ratio, you'll get your answer. Like this is 120, this is 160, and this is 90. Simple as that. Okay. So divide your profit in this ratio, like 12 is to 16 is to 9. You have to give your profit in the ratio. So what you have to remember is whenever you are giving the profit, you always have to give in the ratio of product of their investment and time periods. Now you may ask, why we haven't done this before? Let's go back and watch that. Now, if you observe here, in the first example, I said all of them are there in the business for 12 months. So what will happen if you multiply your investment with time period? You can again cancel 12 because we are anyway going to cancel the common tables. So there you take the time or not, it doesn't matter. It is not going to affect the problem because anyway you can cancel the common terms. That's why in this case I took only investments, not the time, because anyway we can cancel the time. Now let's go to the next one. Now here, see here, even if I take the investments again, I can cancel the 10K table. So I am going to left out with 6, 8 and 12, the same answer. So what I want to say is in every problem, you are going to multiply your investment and time period, then you are going to give the profit. It can be equal investment, it can be equal time period or different investments and different time periods. Multiply your investment with the time period, then find out the ratio, give your profit in that ratio. It is as simple as that. Now, there are two more models here. The first one is, adding into the business and taking out of the business. Let us take A and B started a business and after some time A want to invest more. Then how you are going to give the profit? Okay. And after that, one more model is active partner and sleeping partner. Sometimes what happens there is people are going to invest in the business. Some people are going to invest as well as they are going to work in the business. So the people who are working, we are going to call them as active partner. The people who are just investing, we are going to call them as sleeping partners. Let us see what is meant by what. Remember, once we are done with all the explanation part, we'll move on to problems. Now, if you directly jump to the problem, there is a chapter 2 here. Just skip to chapter 2 where you will see the dot on the status bar. From there, you can start the problems. Okay, let's go. Now, assume like this. ABC started a business by 10K, 10K and 10K just for simplification. Now, after doing the business for 6 months, A thought the business is going too well and he added 5 more thousand into the business. That means from here for the next 6 months, the investment is 15K. That's it, done with the year. Now there is no change in B's investment. Whatever B is investing, that is there in the business for the entire 12 months. Now come to C. See, what happened here is C kept this 10,000 for 6 months. After that, C is worried that the business is may went into losses. That's why he took out 5,000 from the business. Like whatever his investment is there, he took 5,000 from that investment. Now, that means for the remaining 6 months, only 5,000 is left out of the business. Now, my question is, are you going to give the profit according to the first 10K or are you going to give the profit according to this 15K? Which number you are going to multiply? That's the main thing here. Why? Because if you give according to 10K, even though he is adding more money into the business, he is not going to get the profit. Or if you are giving according to this 15K, even though this guy, he is investing, or take this guy only, even though he is investing less in the first 6 months, he is going to get more profit because you are giving proportional to 15K. Now, then what to do in these kind of cases? You no need to think much. You are always going to find out how much they are investing, how much time period they are investing. Just find out the ratio. For example, coming to the case of A, how much time this A is investing 10K? A is investing 10,000 for the first 6 months plus for the 15K for the next 6 months. That's it. So if you do like that, what will happen there is for the first 6 months, you are going to give according to 10K. For the next 6 months, you are going to give according to 15K. So more money, more profit, less investment, less profit, like that. Now coming to B, you no need to do anything because there is no change, simply 10K into 12. Now about C. See, for the first 6 months, he is investing 10K plus for the remaining 6 months, he is having only 5K. That's it. Now you need to find out ratio of these numbers. You will get your answer. Okay, you can just simply, or I will do it here. So 60 plus 90, 150 here and 120 here, and here 60 plus 30, 90. Just find out the ratio here, 5 threes, 4 threes and 3 3. This is the ratio how you are going to divide the profit. Always multiply how much investment is there and how long it is there. Now listen, I don't want to make the video bigger. That's why if you're having a doubt, just pause the video and observe what was there on the screen. Okay, I hope it's clear. Have a look, then we'll move on to the next one. Now the last and final model I would like to tell you is active partner and sleeping partner. Think like this, A and B. What happened there is both of them are investing the same amount and for the same time period. It can be different also. The process is going to be same. But the problem here is A is just going to invest, but B is going to invest as well as work in the company. Like, some CEO, CFO, like that. Now, in this case, what happens there? For A, you are going to give only the profit. For B, you are going to give the salary also because he is working in the company. So this guy, we are going to call him as active partner, and this guy, we are going to call him as sleeping partner. So the person who invests is just sleeping. The person who invests and work is an active partner. Now what you have to do is, the ratio is 1:1 here. Don't worry about the ratio. First, what you have to do is from your profit, first subtract the salary. Like let us take that your profit is 6,000 and a B salary is 100 rupees per month. Then what you have to do? You have to first subtract your 1,200 rupees yearly salary. The left out is going to be 4,800. The remaining amount you have to give in this ratio. Like this guy you are going to give 2,400 and this guy 2,400. So what happened here is for B you are going to give 2,400 plus 1,200 salary. For A you are just going to give 2,400. So first subtract the salary, then divide the remaining profit according to the ratio given there. I hope till now it is clear. Now let's dive into chapter 2 where we are going to solve problems based on these concepts. That is going to be very short. Okay, let's go. So let us take this example. Now, my suggestion is before starting the problem itself, check two things. Are there any active and sleeping partners? And second one is, are there any changes in the investment? Like, adding, removing from the business. So your problem will become much simple. Okay, let's go. Ashok started a business by investing 45,000. Okay. Ashok is the guy A and he is investing 45,000. Now, 6 months later, Sanjay joined him 30,000 rupees. What is the ratio of their profit undistributed at the end of year? So what he's doing is he want to find out the ratio after a year. Now we come to the guy Ashok. Are there any changes in the investments of Ashok? No, I can see there is no change at all. So whatever he is investing, that is there in the business for 12 months. Now let's go to the guy Sanjay. So Sanjay joined after 6 months. That means that entire business is for a year. Already 6 months are over. So whatever Sanjay is investing, that is going to be there in the business for the only 6 months. Now how much you invested? 30,000 for the 6 months. It's like this. Ashok. So this after 6 months, see, after 6 months, this is just a gap. Sanjay is going to join here with the investment of 30K. So Sanjay's investment, Sanjay time period. Ashok investment, Ashok time period. That's what we're doing here. So this one here two times. We'll do one thing. Three zeros cancel. Okay. So here two 15s and here three 15s. 2 to cancel. If you want, you can also directly multiply and then simplify, but I prefer this method because I don't want to do extra multiplication. Okay, if you want, you can just multiply 40,000, 45,000 with 12 and 30,000 with 6. Then you can simplify. I mean, you can cancel the common tables. You will get the ratio 3 is to 1. So how much they are investing, how long they are investing. Let's move on to the next one. A, B, and C. Alex, Bob, Charlie. I've just write as A, B, and C. Started a business in partnership by investing in the ratio of 6 is to 5 is to 8. Now listen. Actually, whenever you are solving these kind of problems, it's better to take 6x, 5x, and 8x. Because 6 is to 5 is to 8 doesn't mean that they're investing 6 rupees, 5 rupees, and 8 rupees. They're investing some other amount. That's why it's better to take some variable. But anyway, here we're just talking about the profit. It doesn't matter. But if you are solving any other problem, take 6x, 5x, and 8x. Okay. Now you need to find out Bob's share out of this one. See, Alex is 6, 5, 11, 11 plus 8, 19. So in our case, profit is 19 units, like A 6 units, B 5 units, and C 8 units. Listen, they're not changing. That's why I'm directly taking investment. Very here, yeah. Investment ratio is going to be our same profit ratio when the time period is constant. So 19 units is total profit. In our case, this 86,836,000. Okay, and we need to find out Bob share, which is 5. 5 equal to how much? Just do the cross multiplication. 5 into 83600 by 19. Okay, if you simplify, you are going to get this one. I hope that is clear till now. So what we are doing, what is the value you are having here, and what was the given value there. So in our case, total profit is 6 plus 5 plus 8. Because when the time period is same, your investment ratio is going to be your profit ratio. So our 19 profit is equal to 83600. And we need to find out Bob's share, which is 5 units, equal to how much? Do the cross multiplication, you will get 35,200. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So I will give you 1 minute for you to cross check, then we'll move on. Done? Let's go. Now here we are going to talk about joining and removing from the business, where we are going to have different time periods and different investments. Let's get started. So remember, go one by one person. Once you are done with that person, move on to the next person. Like see here, Sandy started a business by investing 25,000. Okay, we're talking about Sandy. Let's take yes. She is starting with a business with 25,000. 6 months later, Aditya joins her, investing after another 6 months. Aditya invested more. Now listen, there is no change in Sandy's investment. Once you are done with the problem, you'll understand that one. As you can see here, if you read the problem carefully, there are changes in Aditya's investment, but there is no change in Sandy's investment. Second one, how long they did the business? They did the business for 3 years because they got the profit at the end of 3 years. So whatever Sandy is investing, that is there in the business for 36 months. But listen, Aditya joined after 6 months. Aditya joined after 6 months means whatever Aditya investing, that is there in the business for only 30 months. Already 6 months are over. He's coming afterwards. Now he started business with first 15,000 and he changed it after another 6 months. That means that fifth, this is like this. Sandy is there, 25,000 for all the year. But what this guy did is he joined after 6 months with 15,000. He is there for one more 6 months. He had added 10,000 here. Sorry, he added 15,000 again. Now already 15 is there. Now he is adding one more 15. Now the investment became 30,000. This is there in the business for how many remaining months? Already 12 months are over. That is 24 months remaining. So 15,000 into for the first 6 months plus 15 plus 50, 30,000 for the remaining 24 months. How much they are investing, how long it is there. How much is there, how long it is there. So let's cancel first, make it simple. 3 zeros are over. I think we can cancel the 6 table also. 1 6, 4 sixes, and 6 sixes. Anything else? Yes, we can cancel the third table also. I will change the color. So this is 2 threes, 5 threes, and 10 threes. Anything else? Yeah, you can cancel. 5 fives, 25, 1 5 5, and 2 fives, 10. So remaining is 5 into 2, 10 here. 1 plus 2 4 8, 9 here. So the ratio is going to be 10 is to 9. Now the question comes, what is the total profit here? Sandy 10 units and Aditya 9 units. So together we're giving 19 units profit, but in the original case, total profit is 2,47,000. We need to find out Aditya's share. So 9 value is equal to how much? 9 into 2,47,000 by 19. Simplify, you will get 1,17,000. I hope that is clear how much they are investing and how long they are investing. One last one where we are going to solve about active partner and sleeping partner. Okay, let's go. Now, Alex Bob entered into partnership by investing. So we're having A, B, and two partners. One is investing 35,000. Let's convert first do for Alex. So enter partnership, investing capital. Alex is the active partner. Okay. Alex salary at the end of year, total profit is done. Okay. Now the problem comes. Here we're having active partner. Keep it aside. So A is the active partner. I'm just gonna mark it. And B is the sleeping partner. And there is no changes in the investment. That's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 50,000. This is also for 12 months and this is also for 12 months. No change. 7 fives and 10 fives. Now, if nothing is there, the value has to be 10, 7 is to 10. So B has to get more profit. Now, the question comes. But in the problem, he's saying that at the end of the year, they are receiving equal shares. How is that possible? Why? Because whatever Alex is getting less, that was covered by his salary. That's the meaning. Now, Alex's salary is 500 rupees per month. So 500 rupees per month means in 1 year, Alex is going to get 6,000. Now, what happened to the total profit? Total profit is going to be Alex salary, Alex shares plus Bob's share. So Alex share is 7x and Alex salary is 6,000 and Bob's share is 10x. Because if I take 7 and 10, that's going to be confusing with 6,000. So I'm going to add a variable. So 7x is the share and 10x is the share and 6,000 is salary. That is the total profit we need to find out. But in the problem, he said both of them are receiving equal amounts. That means 7x plus 6,000, that is Alex value, is equal to Bob's value, 10x. So 3x equal to 6,000. So x is equal to 2,000. That means in our problem, x is equal to 2,000 because both of them are getting equal shares. So Alex is going to get salary plus share. Bob is going to get just share. That's why I'm equating. I'm finding out the value of x. Now, once we got x, our total value is going to be 17x plus 6,000. 17x means 17 into 2,000 plus 6,000. So final value is going to be 34,000 plus 6,000, that is 40,000. That is the total profit that we need to find out. So what we have discussed here, what to do when they're having full time, like equal investments, different investments for all the 12 months. In the next model, we talked about what to do if somebody is investing more and somebody is taking out of the business. In the third one, we are talking about active partner and sleeping partner. These three are more than enough to solve any kind of problem in partnership. I hope you got some better idea. If you're having any suggestions or if you're having any doubt, please let me know via Telegram or you can comment here. So Ashok's teaching, you can search in Insta, YouTube or Telegram. Just leave a message. I will try to respond as fast as I can. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please do subscribe. Okay. Thank you guys.